Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I gotta go. Thanks.
Morning.
How's it going?
Good. Down by the water.
Okay. On the beach?
Yeah, no, just over the wall.
Okay. Okay, what was the tide? Was it high tide last night?
I don't know. I never know how that works. That has something to do with the moon? Lunar cycles, right?
Well, I just checked the paper. It's right in there. Who found him?
Jogger going around the seawall. So she stopped to change tapes, and her Walkman looked over the edge, and there he was.
Oh.
She stopped. Here he is.
Oh, yeah, there he is. I'd love to know how he got down there.
Someone must have dropped him over the wall, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing for free. He sure didn't wash up there, because his clothes are completely dry, it looks like. And plus, he's too high up on these rocks.
Think a rock did that to his face?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I'm seeing a wallet back here. Oh, yes. Getting a wallet. Did you call homicide yet?
Yeah, they're on their way.
Okay, what do we got here? I hope he has a driver's license or something. Here we go. Robert Camden, that's him. 27 years old. Weighs a set of keys. Bunch of condoms.
Hey, you know that trail?
What?
The gay stroll?
Oh.
Isn't it where it comes out up there?
Yeah, that's what they call it right there.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, you want to go around the businesses here, check with the pitch and putt guy, every one of them, okay? And just see if anybody saw anything, heard anything last night.
Okay, sure. Hey, you called it in?
Guy there smoking near the bus?
With the driver?
Yeah, driver slash tour guide, I guess.
Hey, what happened?
Don't know yet.
Someone died?
Don't know yet. We're gonna find out.
Hello. I'm Detective Cosmo. This is Detective Leary.
Morning.
Can you tell us what happened?
Sure. I was about to get a coffee, and a passenger asked me to make sure this other passenger was okay. They thought he passed out.
This was here?
Yeah, I was waiting for the next load.
Is this a pickup?
Yeah. The tour goes a full loop, and we do pickups everywhere. Chinatown, Steam Clock, you know.
Right.
And people are free to get on and off wherever.
Okay, how many round trips you made this morning?
Just the one so far.
How many people were on board?
4, I think. 2 up top and 2 on the bottom.
Plus him?
Yeah, plus him.
Can you check him out?
Yeah, he had some blood on his face. Looked like he'd been knocked around a bit, so I gave him a shake to wake him up, and more blood started coming out of his mouth, so I called 911.
How long do you figure he was riding around like that, you know?
Well, they check the buses every night back in the lot, so if he was there last night, someone would have seen him.
If possible, he might have slipped by.
I guess it's possible, but I don't know.
What about you? You checked the bus this morning?
To tell the truth, I didn't look up top.
Okay. All right, you wait here. Don't go anywhere, okay? I want to talk to you again.
Look at that nose.
That's looking a little crooked.
His lip is split right there.
That's a hell of a lot of blood for a split lip. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Take a look for a wallet here. No, nothing. Oh, here we go. Donald Weissman. No, this isn't right.
What's that?
Well, it says, look at that, 19, what's that, 60, he says he's 64 years old.
No, this guy's 30, 40 tops.
Yeah, take a look at that picture. It's not him.
And those pictures never look how you look in real life, though.
Really fake, maybe.
What's he need fake ID for if you're this guy's age?
Well, maybe he's getting that senior's discount riding around on the bus.
Even then, you gotta be 65.
Yeah, 65.
Got a couple nice watches here.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice pen. Another watch.
Hang on a second, go. He's not wearing a watch. Why do you carry 3 in your pocket?
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to sell this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's all stolen.
With any luck, he's got a record.
You know, we should get Ident to run his prints. Send this wallet and stuff over to robbery, see if anyone's reported them stolen. Got another wallet here. Melissa Van Horn, born 1984.
Definitely not him.
You got the road right here. Of course, their beach, just down there. And then, of course, the lagoon, all the trails are emptying out right down here.
These trails are pretty busy, too. Gay stroll, lots of traffic.
Are you kidding? These woods are crawling with all kinds of people at night.
Well, it might be a coincidence, the geography of it, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Chick, you finding a weapon?
Yeah, we'll take your pick. Just about any of these rocks around here would have done the trick. And we're keeping our eyes out for any blood away from the body down the beach. Something could turn up.
Hell, the weapon might have got dumped. Probably in the drink there somewhere.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of ground to cover here. I'll let you know.
Okay, I'll leave you guys to it, okay? See you,
Thanks,
Chick.
Dominic.
Yeah, you bet.
Hey, Mr. Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Josh Warner from the Post.
Oh, Josh, how you doing? Look out, look out. How you doing?
I'm good. Howdy.
Beautiful.
Geez, I haven't seen you since the, that fundraiser deal last spring.
Oh, at the, yeah, that charity event down at the Wall Center there?
Yeah, the chicken mole.
Yeah, well, I can't really, they keep up in the ante on me and can't really afford those good seats anymore.
I know, tell me about it.
Ridiculous.
I guess congratulations are in order. Well, I hear you're making a run at for top cop.
Well, don't congratulate me yet, Josh.
Well, you know I've always appreciated what you've done, your work in the community.
Well, that's nice, nice of you to say that, Josh. Very nice.
You got anything for me here?
Don't know what happened yet.
You don't know what happened?
Nope.
Wow, it seems pretty obvious to me what happened.
Well, I think you know better than that. I can't start a feeding frenzy, not yet.
So I guess you've already heard about the cops last night.
Cops?
They let a bunch of drunk yahoos go after a fight up at Prospect Point.
Where'd you get that?
The bartender at the Point. I was up there grabbing a coffee this morning. He recognized me from the paper and started talking about it.
What did you say?
The bartender claims that these guys started some kind of argument, homophobic in nature. Cop turns up and 10 minutes later they're back on the road again. I figured you'd be interested, what with your career prospects and everything.
I'm interested because I got a dead man on the beach.
How old is he?
And I want you to go and talk to one of the uniforms. Just tell me what you told me about that bartender, okay?
I will.
Thanks.
But I thought,
Thought what?
well, you know, since I
What?
came to you first, you could toss a word or two my way.
Yeah? I give you a comment. I see it tomorrow's paper, and it's right there supporting whatever scant conclusion you and your editors have already come to on this. I don't think so.
No, I thought you'd be wanting to get your voice out there as much as possible these days. Come on, you get me a little access. You know I can get your voice out there. I can give you the platform.
You know what, Josh? Yeah. Okay. If you could promise me a story, no sensationalism.
No sensationalism.
That's
Dominic.
right. And no scapegoating, the usual stuff that you like to subscribe to. Okay, you promise me that? Maybe we can sit down and talk. Is that possible?
No sensationalism, no scapegoating, and you want the front page? Dominic, you gotta be reasonable.
I didn't think so. Okay, I gotta go and meet it somewhere, sorry.
All
I'll
right.
pick this up later, okay?
You got my card?
Yeah. Now, I want you to go down. Don't let me hear that you didn't go and tell these uniforms what you told me about Prospect Point.
I'm going right
Because I
now.
want to talk to that bartender. Okay, thanks.
Hey, guy over there says he might have saw something happen on a double-decker last night.
Who?
Guy with the guitar?
On this double decker here?
I don't know, he just said.
All right, we'll talk to him.
Okay.
Thanks.
Apparently you were talking with our officer over here about you playing guitar here last night.
Yeah. I didn't want you playing the SkyTrain, so usually I work here.
What time was this, do you remember?
After dark, 7, maybe 8.
Is that who you saw?
Yeah, it's him. Still sitting in the same seat.
Okay, so what happened?
Saw this other guy get in the back of the bus while the tourists were getting off.
This guy, what do you look like?
I don't know, regular looking guy, brown hair, about that tall, jeans, dark jacket. Anyway, he went up to the top level, went straight to this guy, and he grabbed his shirt and he punched him twice in the face.
Didn't say anything to him?
I don't know, just hit him.
And that was it.
Oh, after he hit him, he sat him down and it looked like he searched him.
Searching him, like how?
Going through his pockets, looking for something.
Yeah. Did he find anything?
I don't know, I couldn't tell. He took off in a hurry.
Which way?
That way, towards Terminal.
So you didn't bother to check this guy, see if he was all right?
I was going to, but the bus drove off before I had a chance.
Well, well, well. Zachary? Glad you could make it. You must be pretty busy these days.
Well, what do you mean? What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, shouldn't you be on a podium somewhere, pontificating to the masses, you know, police flag draped around your shoulders?
Okay, Zach. Go ahead, get it all out of your system.
You gonna shake up the department?
Yes, sir.
Is anybody safe? I mean, I guess I should start worrying about early retirement, right?
My first order of business is a major crackdown on sarcasm in all the departments.
Ah.
So look out.
Seriously, you got a little problem with this character, Lenny Banks, that's running for the chief's job.
What kind of problem?
I mean, I'm not saying my support is going your way by any means, but you might be the lesser of two evils in this situation.
No, what do you mean? What do you mean? What?
No, I'm not going to
No, come on, you can't do that, Zach. You can't start up something like that and then stop it.
No,
You
I'm
can't go
sorry.
forget it now.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, forget it. No, that's it.
I mean, how do I know you're not going to use it as fodder for some smear campaign?
Smear campaign? Let's talk about a smear campaign. You're the one about anything about any kind of smear campaign. What?
Are you still on the wagon?
Am I what? What is this?
I mean, are you drinking these days? You going to the meetings?
What
What?
does that got to do with anything?
Just give me some kind of reassurance so I'll feel better about telling you what I'm going to tell you.
Reassurance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to meetings and sticking to it, and I'm feeling pretty good, too. Life is peachy. You feel reassured? Come on.
Okay. This Lenny Banks guy, he's a fish.
Oh, he's a drinker. Everybody knows he's a drinker. I know that. You know
Yeah,
that.
but there's more to it than that, right? You didn't let me finish. He's been pulled over, okay? Lots of times.
How'd he get away with it?
Well, the last time it was the officer that pulled him over.
Really?
Yeah. You know, maybe he's intimidated. He thinks he's going to score some points with an investigator. You know, but he drives a guy home. He has his car towed. He straightens out the whole situation.
Not that big a deal.
Yeah, well, I don't want somebody like that at the top, right? You know, I mean, I see death at the hands of drunks on a regular basis.
Well, you're preaching to the choir here. You know, I see guys, I mean, plenty of guys drive, they're drunk, and they don't get caught. Right?
Don't you want to know the name of the officer that pulled him over, let him off the hook?
Of course I do.
Klochko.
Huh?
Klochki, Charlie Klochko, something like that. A friend of mine lives in his building.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Now look, this is all classified information, right? I'm just telling you this for part of your own personal motivation.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. And it goes with me to the grave, Zach. Okay, what's happening here?
Well, this garbage truck is coming down the lane here. It's pretty tight, you can see, right?
Yeah.
And he clips the dumpster. He thinks he can squeeze on through.
Yeah. How do you think he was going to get through there?
I have no idea. But anyway, he drags the dumpster for a few more feet before he can stop and then get out and come back and check.
I can hear the shoe dropping.
And he finds her just pinned between the bin and the wall there. There's a spike in her ankle, I can show you.
Still don't see how he thinks he can avoid this dumpster here. That's just negligent driving is what it is.
Yeah, well, sometimes you never know who you're going to find hiding where down here, right?
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no. I know her. This is, her name's Joan. She's a witness at my inquest. Ah, Joan?
Hey, Marla.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm all right. Things are good.
Yeah, Vice is working out for you?
Yeah, it's good so far.
How are things going with Brian?
It's good. He's in the car. You should go say hi.
That's all right.
I'll tell him I saw you.
Don't bother. I was just gonna mention, you know, if you ever need any help with anything, have any questions, feel free to talk to me, you know, whenever.
Okay. Questions about what? What do you mean?
Just about, you know, work and Vice or whatever.
I'll be all right. Thanks.
Because, you know, I was partners with Brian for a long time, okay? I know what he's like.
So do I.
Well, I just wouldn't want to see you go that way, that's all.
I can handle Brian Curtis.
I know you can.
I'll see you around.
Okay.
I don't think there's anyone out here, Leo.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Oh, hang on a second. I got a stone in my shoe.
See that little hole up there?
Yep.
That's a squirrel's nest. And all these squirrels, they're all of English descent.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, when they first opened up this park, they shipped them all in here from England.
Huh, is that
The
right?
swans in the lagoon, they were delivered. That's why all the animals here look at you funny. They ain't got no idea where the hell they are. Yeah, everything's all messed up, I'll tell you.
Getting ready to open him up, but I noticed something interesting on the x-ray.
You did? What is it?
Oh, hold on, I'll show you. There it is. Here we go.
Jeez.
A razor blade.
Did he try to swallow that?
No, I won't know one way or the other before I take a look inside. Can you pass me? Thank you.
Maybe somebody fed it to him.
Yeah, well, either way, it absolutely shredded his trachea. He was bleeding out into himself. Here you go.
Thanks. Hi. You told the officer you had some kind of an altercation?
Yeah, there were these guys in their 20s, and they were outside drinking at the Point.
How many of them were there?
There was two and a girl. She was driving. They were an SUV type thing.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, I was out having a smoke, and they started yelling at me, just being drunk and stupid.
What kind of stuff were they yelling?
I don't know, called me a fag, trying to make me react.
Okay, so what did you do?
Well, I was ignoring them, and then they flicked a cigarette butt at me.
They flicked a cigarette butt at you. Were they close to you?
No, they were kind of far off, but they almost hit me, so I threw a rock at them.
You threw a rock?
Yeah, it hit their car. I didn't mean to, I was just reacting.
Okay.
Okay, so you threw a rock, and then what did they do?
Well, they were pretty pissed off, so I locked myself in the restaurant and called the cops.
Well, you know, you could have just done that in the first place.
But I didn't. So then the cop shows up and he does nothing. He talks to them for like 2 minutes and lets them go.
You let them go?
Yeah, just sent them home.
Did you get the name of the officer?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, hang out for a minute. We might want to ask you some more questions.
Sure. You know, those guys are really pissed off and they were looking for a fight. And I doubt they went home like that cop told them.
Okay, just sit tight.
Okay.
Well, there should be a record of that call. We can track down that officer.
Your guy from the bus, I had a look at that.
What's his record look like?
The guy's got a file going back to '89. He's a pickpocket. His name's Valerie Titov. Valerie likes to work the buses, Canucks games, crowded places. He's from the Ukraine, I think.
Yeah. You work alone usually?
No, he always works with a partner, someone to pass off to. He's on record too. His name's Alexei Zutroy.
Kind of dress on the partner?
Yeah, it's a year old, but it still might be good. What happened to Valerie?
We found him on a double-decker bus, one of those tourist buses, and from what we know, he got punched in the face a couple times.
And riding a double-decker sounds like he was working. He died from the punch?
Not sure yet, but he had a razor blade stuck in his throat.
Razor blade?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, because that's an old pickpocket trick. They use the blade to cut purse straps, necklaces, that kind of thing. You keep it tucked up in the roof of your mouth like a retainer, spit it out once you get pressed up against the mark.
Might have been an accident then. The guy punched him not knowing he had the razor in his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not expecting it, gets cracked in the head out of nowhere. Gulps the razor blade. It's kind of too late at that point. Nothing he can do.
If Valerie was working the bus when he died, his partner wouldn't have been far off.
Unless his partner's the guy who punched him.
Yeah. Pickpocket fallout, maybe.
Now, the blood on the rocks below is just sea peach, what you'd expect to find from him bleeding out down there. But these drops up here, they lead across the path along here. This is where they start getting more concentrated. A lot of spatter all over the grass right here.
This is maybe where the beating took place?
Yeah, plus we found these. 3 of his teeth. Top incisors and 1 of his grinders.
So the blood starts here and goes on down there to the body?
Yeah, that's what we're seeing so far.
Okay. Thanks, Jake.
Hey, there's our uniform from last night. He showed up.
Is he coming down here or what?
Guess he's waiting for us to come to him.
Hey, you guys homicide?
Yeah, I'm Shannon. This is Williams.
You took the call last night at Prospect Point?
Yeah. I heard there was a gay bashing. Is that what's happening here?
You want to step out of the car so we can talk to you properly?
Sure.
So what happened there at the point?
Nothing much. There was a group of kids. They got pretty sauced up. They got into an argument with the guy who works at the restaurant.
We understand that they were verbally assaulting him, threatening him with homophobic comments.
That's what he claimed, yeah.
But you didn't believe him?
No, I believed him, but he also assaulted them.
But you let the drunk guys go?
Yeah, I did. I sent them home.
Maybe they could have used the night in the tank.
I diffused the situation. The driver was sober. I poured out what booze they had left. Told them to call it a night, so that's what they did.
Well, we can't be sure of that.
Sorry, you think those guys had something to do with this down here? Is that what you're driving at?
We're trying to figure that out.
Because it was good procedure. I didn't do anything wrong.
We're gonna need the names, license plate, everything.
Okay, I just got it in my notes right here. Let me check.
Okay.
You know this guy who lives here?
Yeah, he's a Russian, and he's a month late on rent.
When's the last time you saw him?
A month ago. Coming in. When you're done, I'll lock it back up.
Thank you.
You want to come back with a warrant?
No, let's wait around, see if he shows up. Make sure he's not still here. Maybe he uses this guy to practice on. Yeah, look at this. Good practice for the fingers.
You gotta wonder how many pickpockets there are out there, working the crowd, rubbing up against you.
I heard in some countries they throw cockroaches all over you. Scrambling to scrape them off, and they strip you clean while you're panicked.
Nick?
All right, show me your hands. Both of them right now, both of them. Okay, come on out here. Nice and slow, no fast moves. Come on. Get your head right down. Stay on your belly. Don't move. Don't move.
Mayor says you're happy with the injection site?
Oh, yeah. It's gonna take some work, though.
I suppose you heard a couple new candidates put their names forward for chief of police.
No, I didn't hear that.
It's nobody you need to worry about. An RCMP inspector and a chief from somewhere in the interior.
A chief?
Yeah.
No threat there?
No.
No threat.
No. You should still be focused on Lenny Banks.
Lenny Banks, yeah, I know.
Apparently Banks has already managed to nail down one of the members of the police board.
He has. Who? How do you manage that?
Simon Cox, the lawyer.
What?
Apparently you hit on his wife a few years ago at the policeman's ball.
She hit on me and then lied on it.
Yeah, that's a good answer. You got a little something on your...
Where?
Yeah. You need to be prepared for when he starts pulling out the knives in public.
To tell you the truth, I'm not that worried about Lenny Banks, okay?
Why is that?
Because I got a spear for him. I'm just not using it yet. I'm saving it.
What is it?
What?
Well, Banks enjoys a drink. I know, I've heard that.
No. If I got to get this job by ruining a guy's whole life, then I don't want the job.
Does it have to do with the drink?
No, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with his personal life. Nothing to do with that at all, okay? You just forget I mentioned anything there, okay? I'm not doing that to anybody.
When's the last time you saw Valerie?
I don't know who you're talking about.
You don't know a man named Valerie Titov?
Nope.
All those times you got arrested together, you never bothered to introduce yourself?
Nope.
Okay. So I guess you're not going to be overly concerned then when I tell you that we're investigating his murder.
What?
Yeah? Valerie was found dead this morning on a double-decker bus outside the station.
I haven't done anything.
So if we search this place, we're not going to turn up your stash?
Valerie was killed.
Yeah, it's looking that way.
I was with him yesterday. We were working the cruise ships near the pier. We split up. We were being followed. A man was following us.
Who? What man?
Valerie snipped the necklace off an old lady last week. The guy who was following us was with old lady when he stole it.
So where did Valerie go?
He got on the double-decker. I took a taxi.
And the man who was following you? What do you look like?
He had brown hair.
That's it? What else? Come on, man.
Oh, you want I should throw you a picture?
Okay, where is this necklace?
What's that?
Bed?
Oh, there we go.
That one.
Just finished with your female from the alley.
Joan Haynes? And?
Still in suspense on the talks, but it's a pretty clear OD.
Yeah?
She was already dead some time before the garbage truck pinned her. Her lividity was completely upside down.
She just happened to be lying there?
At least she never knew what hit her. I'd say that much.
Thanks, man.
Hi.
Hi.
You have messages.
I don't want them.
8 of them. They're all from journalists.
Who? Just tell them I didn't want to talk to them?
I told them that, but they still left messages. They want you to comment on the Stanley Park beating.
Of course they do.
One of them, Josh Warner, he claims you're supposed to set up a meeting with you. He left his number in case you don't have it.
Okay, yeah, that's the guy I'll talk to him.
And these, I'll just
Gone.
throw away.
Is there any way of telling where that came from?
Not usually, no. But this is a unique one.
Unique? How so? What do you mean?
Well, right away, I can tell this is synthetic diamond.
So that's fake.
Well, it's not fake, really. It's just man-made. But that's not what's unusual, though. See, there's an engraving here. A serial number by the manufacturer. This diamond was made by a company called Life Jewels. You heard of them?
No, sorry.
They make diamonds out of human remains.
Excuse me? You say human remains?
Yeah, instead of burial or cremation, you turn your loved ones into diamonds.
So how does that work?
Oh, people are carving, right? So are diamonds.
Oh, okay. So you're holding on to a person there.
Yeah, well, part of one at least. I guess it's something to remember them by.
So this company might be able to tell us who the owner is. You got a number for them?
I got a phone book you could try.
Yeah, that'll work.
Mr. Da Vinci.
Oh, hey, Josh, come on in.
Thanks.
Grab a seat here.
Nice digs you got here.
Hey, thanks, yeah, it works.
Yeah? How about the chief of police office? You know, it's well compared to this.
I understand, is there like a cubicle in the basement set aside for him?
No, that would be my office you're thinking of.
You have an office at the post.
I do. I have a cardboard box and a lamp.
That seems appropriate to me.
Yeah, and there goes my last shred of dignity.
Yeah, gone with the wind.
So, what can you tell me about the Stanley Park situation?
Well, to be honest with you, Josh, you probably know a lot more about that than I do at this point.
Well, let's just get the facts down.
Okay. Robert William Camden, C-A-M-D-E-N, 26 years old. We found him down at the beach, severe trauma to the head and to the body.
He was the victim of a beating, yes?
Looks that way.
He was gay, Robert Camden.
I don't know about that.
Where was he found exactly?
Well, you were right there, right at Second Beach, just west of Second Beach, on the water.
Near Lee's Trail.
In the vicinity of Lee's Trail, that's right. Also in the vicinity of several other trails, as I understand things.
That's awfully careful of you.
Well, like I said, Josh, you know, I don't really know that much about it anymore. If you want specifics, you have to go to the police.
Okay. Do you want to know what I found out?
Do I? Okay.
The cops dealt with a situation with another gay individual earlier that night and let the suspects go.
Okay, well, that's what you heard.
And then they questioned this particular officer.
Oh, you see now, right there, you're one step ahead of me.
So you don't know the name of this particular officer?
I don't, sorry.
Okay. Would you say the police did everything in their power to prevent this from happening?
I would say that the police are in no way to blame for the death of Mr. Camden.
Come on, that's not exactly what I asked.
I know.
Okay, in general, I would say that the police response to incidents of violence within the gay community and other issues involving the homosexual community could stand some improvement in general.
What would you suggest?
What would I suggest? Oh, well, I would do a study. I would get a comprehensive report prepared on those deaths within the homosexual community going back, say, the last 10 years, maybe even more, and, you know, and examine what the police responses were to that.
What are your hopes with that?
Well, it's obvious. I mean, you'd have an open dialogue between the two sides. You'd have the gay community on the one side and the police on the other side. And out of that would come some recommendations in terms of protocol. Now, right away, those recommendations would start filling in holes in the system, but more importantly, they would serve as a tool for all the younger guys coming in and also for those officers dealing with the gay community in the most sensitive areas right now. That's what I would think.
The protocols, this is something you're working on?
This is my plan I'm working on, yeah.
Would that be as chief of police?
That would be as coroner.
Mrs. Sturgis?
Yes.
I'm Detective Cosmo, and this is Detective Leary. We're with Vancouver Police.
Oh, hello.
Do you mind if we come in for a moment?
What is this about?
Does this belong to you?
Oh my God, yes, thank you. Come in. Come in.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'll have to get the chain repaired.
How long has it been since your husband passed?
It'll be a year ago this Christmas. Stomach cancer.
This picture right here, is that your son?
Yes, that's Eric.
Your son, he was present when your necklace was stolen?
Yes, we were taking a tour. My niece was visiting from the island.
Do you know where we could find Eric?
Well, he's been out every day looking for our necklace. He didn't think you'd ever find it.
Any idea where he might be looking for it?
I think he said he was going to check the pawn shops again.
Okay.
Why do you want to talk to Eric?
I just wouldn't mind asking him a couple questions.
Do you mind if we borrow this picture of Eric?
Oh, I think that'd be all right. I can find you a better one.
No, this is great. We'll get it back to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, this must be it.
Leslie Tanner,
Uh-huh.
Vancouver Homicide. Can we speak to you for a minute?
Yeah, okay.
You were at Prospect Point Sunday night?
Yeah. How come?
We're investigating the murder of Robert Camden.
Who's Robert Camden?
We understand that you and two of your friends were involved in a dispute the other night.
Well, sort of. Not me, really.
What happened?
I don't know. This bartender said something to my friend. Then they just sort of traded insults for a while. I don't understand. Who got murdered?
What happened to your windshield?
The guy, the bartender, he hucked a rock at my car as we were trying to leave. We didn't do anything to start it.
So where'd you go next?
I drove them back to their dorm.
Are you sure? You didn't go somewhere else first, like take another little drive around the park?
No, I was pissed about the window, so I dropped them off. You can check with my dad, he was waiting up. I had to tell him what happened to the car.
What about your two buddies? How do we know that you dropped them off?
They got cameras at all the dorms now. Go check if you want.
Is your dad home right now?
Yeah, he's making me bust a class because of the window.
So nothing came of that case with those kids up at Prospect Point or what?
No, it's looking like they did what the officer told them. They just went home.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Their alibis check out?
Yeah, I think we got off on the wrong tangent on that one.
Maybe.
Hey, we're still trying to dig up some witnesses, you know, before the scene goes cold. You want I should let you know if anything turns up?
You know, if you could remember, I'd really appreciate it.
Okay.
Excuse me. Eric Sturgis.
Yeah.
Vancouver Police. Can we talk to you for a sec?
Okay, yeah. What's going on?
Well, you'll be happy to hear we located your father's remains.
Oh, you did? Where?
They've been returned to your mother.
That's great. She must be so relieved.
Yeah, she was. Where were you Sunday night, Eric?
What are you talking about?
We're investigating the murder of Valerie Tito.
Who the hell's Valerie Tito?
He's the guy you attacked Sunday night. He's dead.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you won't mind coming down to the station with us? Just need to ask you a few questions.
Hey, you know what? I would mind, okay? You're mistaken. I didn't kill anybody.
What'd you do with your knuckles there?
Got it from a punching bag.
Somebody told me they saw you on the double-decker Sunday night, punching that guy, knocking him out.
He's dead? You sure?
Yes, we're sure.
You punched him a couple times in the face, isn't that right? Right?
Yeah, barely.
Okay. You got any weapons I should know about?
No.
Come here. Just on the car there, bud. Spread your feet apart.
Hey, excuse me.
Right.
You're the coroner, right?
Yes, I am. You are?
Neil Cohen?
Yeah.
I'm the one who took the call up at Prospect Point night of gay bashing?
Oh, yeah. How you doing?
I'm wondering why it is you've been talking about me to the press.
I've been talking about you to the press. Huh?
Well, how is it my name's in the newspaper and I got reporters calling me at home, calling me on the job about this gay bashing thing?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, you're the only one's been talking to the press, though. You're all over the article.
That might be, but I never said anything about you to the press, okay? Sorry.
Well, you gotta set the record straight, Matt. You gotta tell them I had nothing to do with it.
I do know. Sorry, I don't.
Maybe just send them back your way then, huh?
What?
Somehow I see it, how you're making yourself out to be some kind of hero at my expense.
Yeah, why don't you do that? But use a modicum of rational thought, eh? Because it helps tell the story.
Good luck on the rest of your campaign trail.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, that's him over there. His name's Barry.
Anything we should know before we talk to him?
No, not really. He seems pretty normal. Called me over about a half an hour ago. That's when he started talking, so I called you guys. Hey, Barry, do you want to tell these detectives what you finished telling me?
Hi. I'm Barry.
I'm Detective Williams. This is Detective Shannon.
Hey, Barry, you had something you wanted to tell us?
2 nights ago, I was supposed to meet a guy down here. He said his name was Rob.
Had you ever met him before?
We actually met on the internet, and this was going to be the first time we met face to face.
Okay.
So, we planned to meet at 1 a.m.
Where are you going to meet? Here?
No, over on the other side, you know where the park is?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we had agreed upon, so. Well, I got here early, it was about 20 to 1. And when I got down by the water, there were some guys there hanging out and drinking, you know.
Do you know how many of them there were?
Well, it was pretty dark. Maybe 4 or 5. I mean, I could hear them more than I could see them.
Do you have any idea how old they were?
I don't know, in their 20s, maybe 30s. I'm not sure.
How did you know they were drinking?
Well, I could tell they were drunk. I mean, plus they were, you know, tossing their bottles into the water. I mean, I could see that.
Throwing bottles into the lagoon?
Yeah, they were launching their bottles at the ducks or the geese or whatever they are, you know.
So what did you do?
I was early, so I kind of stuck around. I guess they saw me sticking around, so they started shouting.
They were shouting at you? What were they shouting?
I don't know. I don't remember. Look, it was nothing really, but I just got a not so good feeling in my stomach, you know?
What'd you do?
I left.
So you never saw Rob?
No. I left before 1. Look, when I found out what happened, when I read that the guy's name was Robert, I got scared. I mean, I got scared because I thought it must have been him, you know?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Barry.
Hey, Barry, I'm going to have to ask you to stick around and give the officer a written statement, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Barry.
Park Sport's probably been in there, contaminated everything.
Yeah, this whole scene's pretty much a washout.
Hey, boss. Jeez, I thought you would have got out of here by now.
Well, actually, I'm just leaving. I'm late for a dinner.
Okay.
I wanted to talk to you about the Joan Haynes, the big garbage truck accident.
Well, I'm not so sure that was an accident. Why? What do you want to know?
Well, she was one of your witnesses, right?
Well, my only witness. She was down there at the Needle Exchange the night the cops came and assaulted everybody, Darcy, Charlie, and all that.
Alleged assault.
Okay, alleged.
So where does this leave your Darcy Charlie inquest, then?
Gotta put it in the back burner until I can figure out what happened to Haynes there and dig up some more witnesses.
Okay.
That's all you wanted to know, I guess.
Yes. Thanks.
Okay.
Good night.
Night.
What?
This came for you.
For me?
Mhm.
What is it?
I think it's wine.
Wine?
Josh Warner sent it over.
Oh.
Oh, is that the article you wrote?
I don't know what's on it.
Cubs battled the Cincinnati Reds.